So the long road to Goodwood finally seems like we might be getting somewhere, and that somewhere is out of the shed, and doing that somewhere is under our own steam. Well, steam is a good word, actually.
Give me steam.
Yeah. Sorry, Peter Gabriel or gamers. Oh, the badge just fell.
Yeah, it needs a new spring.
Aye. It's one of the things it needs. So, I'd love to sit here and tell you all about what we've done to get it driving and running, but I didn't do any of it. You did.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can't take any credit for this being here right now, so talk us through, Connor.
Well, so basically the last time you saw this car, it was in that shed over there, and it wouldn't run for us. Then basically I got told to get it out of the shed, so short of it being towed to trainers, I had to do something about it.
How many builds have been like progressed rapidly?
Because
their old boy was just like, here, get that out of my shed.
So it was towed out of the shed, and I suppose I had to have a look at them before it disintegrated outside.
Good point, because she's starting to rust again.
Again, as if she ever stopped.
Shh, we're on camera. You can see we're in like previous video, we started to tear into some parts, and this is just rusted through again, like immediately, but
scary.
Hey ho, that's classic car life, I suppose.
So what did I do? I went and got some fresh petrol, threw it in the tank, and screwed the carbs a little bit, and it went.
Oh, it was as simple as that.
And I put some ATF in it, and it wanted to change gears then, which it wouldn't do before.
Well, how did we know that if it wouldn't run before?
It ran. Do you remember it ran?
Did we do a video of it running?
We did a video of it starting.
Huh, there you go. It's been that long from we've touched this car. It could even be, a year. Probably
was November last year, yeah, so...
Not a year then, half a year.
Not quite a year, but nearly a year.
Half a year.
What else? Because it was overheating last time, that was probably in the last video as well. So I put a thermostat in it. That was it. That fixed it.
That was it?
Well, what was it? It was airlocked.
It's airlocked. See, here's the thing, right? People see these, I know I say this all the time, but like people see these builds on YouTube and Facebook and stuff where like so much gets done so quickly. We've had this, we haven't done a video since, but like in February we have owned this car for 1 whole year. And what have we done in an entire year? 365 days, what did we do? We did about 2 weeks worth of work in a year. And that's how much life gets in the way. Although granted, yeah, there was a whole load of stuff going on, but like...
It's true.
It's kind of a shame.
Well, you think you're going to be at it all the time, and then you're just not.
Yeah, I mean, we got this project thinking, class, we're going to work at this every evening after work. We're going to get so much done. Sure, it doesn't need that much. A year later, we can't even get the badge to set up properly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So yes, she runs and drives. I suppose we should cut to a montage of it running and driving.
Yeah, you'd prefer to see that rather than us just jabbering about it.
Connor, tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here, because since we started this series, we've gained not a huge following, but we've definitely gained a following. So there's a lot of people here who probably don't even know what this is, because I don't think we're quite known for this anymore.
This is a Mercedes Benz.
Well, obviously it's a Mercedes Benz because you're on the screen. So this is a 1965 Mercedes Benz Fintail, a
W111.
W111. And these came out...
1959, the W111s came out. These were replaced for the pontons.
So despite looking so 60s, or so 50s, it's actually 60s.
The Fintails were out of style by the time they brought these out, basically. This is a 220, so it's actually the halfway house model between the E-Class and the S-Class. So you got a 6
because E and S didn't exist back then, so if you're not into Mercs, their cars are all divided into different classes with letters.
E for executive, S for Sonder, which is luxury. So this technically falls into the S-Class bracket of its day because it's the 111. Because it's got a 6-cylinder engine, which was the benchmark for S-Class back then.
So really this is an S220.
Yeah.
As far as people today are concerned, this is an S220.
Yeah. This was the lowest rung of your S-Classes.
Why do we always wind up with the poverty spec models?
Of everything.
Every car we've had usually has been a poverty spec model.
So this was the lowest powered of the S-Classes. This has something like 95 horsepower.
95 horsepower. It shifts for 95 horsepower.
It's not too bad.
But that's probably because it weighs a lot less than it did back in 1965.
It's left a lot of bodywork on the ground.
It's been on Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Rust Watchers is what we are, and we've watched it rust.
Certainly.
So yeah, another interesting fact about this particular car, this was featured in a TV series.
Yes.
And it only cost us £300, which is why it looks like it does. Sorry, car, again.
They said it was a parts car. They said, don't be
They said it couldn't be done.
They said, don't be buying that thinking it's going to go back on the road. And
It still
a year and a half later, it's still on the road.
It's done back roads.
It's done this road. It's done a loop of this road.
It's left a trail of where it has done on this road.
Don't talk about that trail. The TV show was
Into the Badlands, wasn't it?
Into the Badlands.
Which nobody over here has heard of, except for like 1 or 2 people who watched it and said it was shite. So take from that what you will.
Glowing review. Watch it to see our Fintail on the screen for about 3 seconds in total.
In grand total, yeah.
Which is amazing, right? Because here's a glimpse into the world of television cars.
Yes.
They bought this outright. It would have probably cost them north of 10 grand.
Probably, yeah. Like
Because
genuinely, that's the crazy thing about it. Like
it would have been a fairly decent car when they bought it. It wasn't white because they painted it white with a brush. It was
no, it was a
red.
roller.
Yeah, a roller, even worse, perhaps. But it was red. It was not rotten.
And its roof was straight.
They jumped on the roof and the bonnet.
Yeah, which is why I don't mind sitting on the bonnet, I guess, because, well, it's done anyway.
It doesn't look too bad, actually. I hammered the dents back up out of it, and it's sort of back in a sort of straight. Need to get the chrome.
But I'll fix that.
Need to get the chrome for this air intake here.
Do we?
Yeah, it's got a nice chrome piece on it.
If you say so. But anyway, go back into the magical world of film cars. Talk to us.
They would have bought this outright for
10 grand would have been cheap.
in the world of television, yeah, I suppose.
No, but like in general, for a right-hand drive Fintail,
This is a right-hand drive Fintail.
that's super
rare.
duper rare.
They're not that sought after. You know, the ones that came after them, the W108s and the 109s, are sort of the...
They're only more sought after because there was a racing car one. There's literally no other reason to want one unless you get a V8.
They raced these.
They rallied these. They raced the 108.
Didn't do very well. These did well.
It did do well. Didn't it win Spa? The Red
What?
Pig?
No.
Oh, it didn't even win.
They only
Oh.
entered it once as well. And they were like, no.
After that, that was it. But it's one of the most iconic racing cars of all time. So,
Oh, it's cool as hell. But
it was all hell.
these did well in the 60s rallies.
Very well. It won
what
its
was
first
it?
outing, didn't it?
Yeah, and Monte Carlo, what was it? Like 1, 2, 3, 5
Yeah.
finish at Monte Carlo before the minis turned up and ruined it.
Yeah. GT40s think they're so cool of winning Le Mans first, second, and third, and they had to stage it.
Yeah,
Fintail actually did it.
they did it. And the, what do you call it, rally in...
Targa,
No, it's not
Magneti, Morelli,
the Mexican one.
the Mexican one, Baja,
No, Argentina.
Argentina. Don't say the Mexican one and then say Argentina. That's like saying the English
Don't-
one, in Belfast.
Don't cry for me. South America's going to be after us now.
Oh,
Um,
Nelly Furtado has entered the chat.
she's South American. Is she
I
actually?
think so. Is that like Puerto Rican or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I haven't a clue.
Tell us in the
Some
comments
singer,
where Nelly Furtado is from.
Thanks.
Things you didn't think you'd have in a fucking car video. Yeah, basically it was bought for the flop television show. It appears once as a red car as it was, and then once as a white car when it gets jumped on.
Yeah, and it actually looks fantastic in the shots as well. That's the thing. Like it does actually look like a good
Aye,
car.
to the point where when I was, because we've been offered this about 6-8 months before we actually got it. And
Yeah,
I went through the show and I was like, "There's a Fintail, that must be the one." And you were all like, "Can't be that one. We wouldn't be offered that one. That's too clean."
This is the thing, because like my brother does film cars, and he said that this car was a parts car and it would be like 300 quid,
Yeah.
which is what we paid for it. But so that obviously in your head, somebody says car that's worth 18, 20 grand and you'd get it for £300. You expect to maybe get the badge and the grille, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's better than no, it's not. It's not better than I thought it would be. Some
I don't
places
know.
are.
I was optimistic because I'm always optimistic about any car. You know.
Dangerously so.
Yeah. You thought it was going to be absolutely unusable, pretty much, didn't you?
I did.
Until we got the photographs a couple of weeks before.
Yes, because so we got it, the original sight unseen purchase.
Yeah.
We had seen it in a TV show twice, and that was it.
See,
We were told it was going to be for sale, and then heard nothing about it for 6-7 months.
Then we got the photos through.
Yeah.
And he said, do you want it? 300 quid.
Are you sure you still want it? Basically, was
We'll
what
put
it
the
was.
photos on this as well. We'll put the photos we
They're
got
the ones
sent
of it in
through.
the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we looked at it and we were like,
That looks really good.
that looks too good for 300 quid. Why is that 300 quid?
you
Turns
know-
out in that shed, one side was covered in the shed, and
Where's
the
the
other side
side?
was right next to a window that was never closed.
This side was nice and dry.
Yeah, this side's actually really tidy, which is why it's parked this way. And we have done some bits of tidying up and stuff to it. That's why there's grey primer and stuff on it. But the other side, we just haven't got to yet. And it's going to require lots of welding. Welding. It's going to be welded. But so here's the thing, right? See, in the beautiful county of Armagh, which we live in, which you can see here.
Evening.
Isn't it unreal? We don't normally get weather like this. But in the lovely place that we live, it is now, it's the most stupid and dangerous law ever made, but now vehicles over 40 years old are MOT exempt. And for those in the States watching, because I think there's at least 3 people from the whole of America with its millions of population, and I think they just tell me they watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
MOT is like state inspection for us guys, and we have to do it every year for your vehicle to be on the road. And now they've made it that vehicles over 40 years old do not need it. So as you see this now, we could genuinely put this on the road,
It could go on the road.
which is a sobering thought.
It's silly. I mean, if the first cop that saw us driving this would probably just pull us over and it would get taken off us. But,
Immediately.
yeah.
We would be the reason the law was taken out of
The
action.
law would be changed. But obviously, we're not going to drive it like this.
No.
We're going to make it safe and make it solid.
Yes, safe and solid, the 3 S's. Safe, solid, and sick, my dude. So our plan for this is to make a replica of that famous Monte Carlo rally win.
Yeah.
We're going to paint it baby blue. We're going to put a roof rack on it, spotlights, the whole works, and it's going to be awesome. So now that it's running, I think the push is kind of on a wee bit more to work on it, because we always knew that once it ran, you'd be a bit more
Motivated.
to work on it. So
This
video,
this car felt like an inanimate object for a whole year, didn't it?
it was a paperweight.
Yeah.
It was
a garden ornament.
It
in the
was
shed.
a garden shed ornament, yeah. It was just
And-
in the way.
Yeah.
It was like the red-headed stepchild of the cars. It was there because it had to be, because you fancied the mother. But you didn't like it. You didn't want anything to do with it. It was just there. It was always bloody there. It just wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
But now we've grown to love this redhead stepchild. We're gonna adopt it, I think.
It's pulling its weight a wee bit, which is good.
Literally, it's pulling
literally
its weight.
able to pull its weight just about.
So yeah, really this video is just a quick catch up as to where we are now, because I think it's fair to say we're gonna probably get stuck into it a bit more now.
Oh yeah.
Now granted, yes, I have 1,000,001 projects going on and you have 1,000,001 projects going on, and time is not exactly there for
It's
it
kind
at
of
the minute.
tight, but
But
it'll be done.
it moves, so we can do stuff now. So yeah. So thanks for checking out our quick little catch-up video here. Join us next week whenever we do something. We still have a new car to unveil
Yeah, we do.
that belongs to the lovely lady carrying the camera at the minute. So we need to reveal that, and I should hopefully have a Mark II Golf with finished solid floors by this weekend.
That'll be good. That'll be
All being well.
worth watching.
That'll be worth watching. What do you got going on? This?
This. This.
Okay.
That's what I've got.
So what you're saying is the person who's tight for time really is just me.
Yes.
Yeah. It's you doing
Yes.
all the work, but it's
My-
me
well-
who's too busy.
Mine will just need welding now, which is to be completed after
To be continued.
After-
Say it louder for those in the back.
Veronica's finished. Mine will get done,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Busy man.
He promised me.
So yeah, we will, regardless, needless to say, we're going to have a lot of content coming your way over the few weeks. So
Yeah.
be sure to subscribe to our channel and check us out on Instagram, Hughes Corporation, for pictures of
Marks.
these Mercs in various lovely photogenic positions.
Yeah.
Positions is probably a very interesting choice of words there.
Yeah.
And follow me on Instagram, tomo.pattison, for literally the most random mixture of every car under the sun, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Good luck.
Good luck.